So she really dialed in to all of that. And again, working a full-time job, being a mom, doing everything that's involved with that, went from 0 properties to 47 doors in a matter of a year and a half, quit the job. Why? Because she had her why dialed in.
There are millions of real estate investors out there, and most are stuck with just a couple of properties. They want financial freedom, but their small portfolio ends up costing them more in time, effort, and money than it's worth. Getting out of the rat race seems harder than ever. This show will help you do more deals, better deals, and bigger deals. Finally, you'll be able to reach your income and lifestyle goals. How? By attracting and leveraging private money partners and their capital. Now get ready to raise more money, because here's your host, Dave Dubeau.
Hey everyone, this is Dave Dubeau from The Joy of Finding Investors and Raising Capital with another little video tidbit here for you. Today I want to talk about another really important trait that I've noticed amongst the most successful real estate entrepreneurs. And it's this. The most successful real estate investors that I know of have really dialed in their why. And what do I mean by that? I mean, they really know why they want to be successful as real estate entrepreneurs. And it's not just because, hey, I want to be rich. That's not going to carry you over. They've really dug deep. They've really found out what it is that drives them to do everything that's necessary to be successful as a real estate entrepreneur. So it brings to mind a couple of different stories. One is a client of mine from years back, and he and his wife were chugging along. They were having a good life. They were fairly recently married. He was making decent money as a heavy-duty mechanic. I don't know what she was doing. She might have been, I can't remember what she's doing. But anyhow, they were chugging along just fine. He was your typical redneck kind of guy. and then his wife got pregnant with her first child. And the first child was born, and this should have been a very joyous moment. But unfortunately, there were complications with the birth, and their daughter was born with severe mental and physical challenges. And they quickly realized that she was going to require 24-hour-a-day care, 7 days a week. She was never going to be able to be fully independent, and she was going to require assistance for her whole life. And my friend, this was the catalyst for him to really delve into the why, because up until then, he'd been having fun playing softball and drinking beer on the weekends and, just living a normal kind of middle-class lifestyle. This really crystallized everything for him. It was when he and his wife realized that they were probably going to outlive their daughter, and if they didn't turn things around, she would be destitute once they were gone. So that was his spark. That was his why. And when he got that why, he didn't have the faintest clue about real estate investing, but that sparked him to take action and to start learning about different opportunities, different choices. That's when he read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's when he, figured out that real estate was a way to create some passive income. That's when he started getting some education around it. And that's when he started taking massive action. Now think about it. This was a guy who was working full-time, had a wife, had a special needs child that required 24/7 care. So when he wasn't working, he was at home helping his wife out, giving her a break, helping with her child. And in spite of that, he still found the time to do multiple deals in his first year. He figured out how to raise capital and go out. Well, he self-financed his first couple of deals, but then he dialed in how to raise capital and go out and do deals. And he did multiple deals in his first year, cleared an extra $100,000 in net profit in his first year from a few deals, and just really helped create that nest egg that his wife and he needed and wanted for their child. Now, fast forward 15 years, he and his wife are doing very, very well thanks to that initial decision. Another quick story, Jamie and Leslie Collard, some very successful clients of mine, same thing. Their why, definitely very, very strong for Leslie, and that was she wanted to regain her freedom. She was clocking in at a job she really didn't like. It was a go nowhere kind of position. There was no real hope for financial freedom with that job. And she wanted to have a better life for her husband, and for her son. And she wanted to be a good example for her son as well. So she really dialed in to all of that. And again, working a full-time job, being a mom, doing everything that's involved with that, went from 0 properties to 47 doors in a matter of a year and a half, quit the job. Why? Because she had her why dialed in. All right. So that's the importance of really understanding your why. So what does this mean to you? This means, in my opinion, if you're not as successful at what you're doing with real estate as you want to be, part of the reason might be that you haven't really crystallized your why, or it's vague, or it's not specific, or it doesn't really grab you by the guts and move you. If you're an active real estate investor who's looking to supercharge your portfolio growth right now, and you don't want to wait for all the knowledge, strategies, and how-tos to be slowly dripped out on this podcast feed every week, then I invite you to book a Capital Clarity Call right now to discuss our done-for-you Capital Launchpad marketing program.
A lot of people want to invest now, and I have all these meetings, and I have all these appointments and phone calls, and I'm like, what?
This is the program that I've created that has already helped over 200 real estate investors to raise 6 figures of private money in a matter of weeks, and even 7 figures in a matter of months, and grow their portfolios like never before.
Pretty much right off the bat, once we started the marketing campaign, that turned into us raising $300,000, which turned out to be amazing.
I invested in your program, and within 60 days, I raised to the tune of $750,000.
The Capital Launchpad is where my team and I personally work with you to find your perfect investors and get them booking meetings with you instead of you chasing after them. We get you easy and profitable investor meetings booked without any salesiness or high-pressure shenanigans. Meetings that actually get investors on board with your deals without turning people off or getting rejected. And the best thing is, because we do all the heavy lifting for you, you can focus on the most important things. Number 1, talking to investors, and number 2, managing your growing real estate portfolio.
My intent was, hey, if we could raise $1 million in capital, that would really keep the ball rolling. And almost kind of there, we've only done 2 newsletters and 1 video. That's all we've done. We're 1 month in.
The booking link is in the show notes, or you can visit moneypartnerformula.com. It only takes a few minutes to book your call and fill out the questionnaire. Then we'll have about a 30-minute Zoom conversation where my team and I can dive into your current situation. And we can give you a concrete set of next steps on how to break through your current capital challenges.
As of today, over the past, I would say 4 weeks, we've just brought in $900,000.
Sometimes those next steps will be inviting you to join the program. But actually, more often than not, it doesn't involve inviting you to join the program, because it's not always the right fit at the right time, and that's okay.
I honestly wasn't 100% confident when we started to work with you about finding money and whether Jamie and I would be able to do it. But now, people are throwing money at us, and not just a little bit of money.
Our goal for you is to leave the call with a clear action plan, whether it's working personally with us inside our program or not.
So he got really interested, and he wanted to invest in us $400,000 to $500,000.
Yes.
We won't be able to do this without you guys.
Yes.
With the videos, the e-zines, the websites, and the guidance on how to present our presentations. So it's a lot of help for us.
I thought we couldn't do it, but
we did it.
So if you're a real estate investor who's committed to doing more and better deals using investors' capital this year, and you want to shortcut all the trial and error and implement what actually works, then just book a Capital Clarity Call right now.
My investment in your program has already been paid back to me 6-fold.
It works. It works.
I'm really happy as well.
This works.
And by the way, thanks for everything. I have to tell you that. Thanks for everything.
And you want a couple faces to show up and say, hey, it works? Let us know. We'll come and vouch for you.
Worst case scenario, we get together and chat for 30 to 45 minutes and give you some free advice. The booking link is in the show notes, or you can visit moneypartnerformula.com.